Minasan, konnichiwa, sukushitoke, yokoso. Today we are in Jinbocho, which is known as the book town of Tokyo. So I'm really excited to be here today. But what makes it extra special today is the fact that there is a massive book festival happening. So if you like videos like this, don't forget to like and subscribe. And let's get into it. Before we begin, I just want to show you this map so you can see the sheer size of the festival. Look how big this is. So this is going to take a lot of walking, but I am so ready. So let's go. So right behind me is this massive display of books, and it's kind of like a library built into an outdoor wall. I've never seen anything like it before, but it's really cool. So there are a bunch of different stalls and shops that specialize in different types of literature. So the shop right behind me specializes in manga, and I've seen a few that specialize in music books, a few that specialize in magazines. So you can literally find anything you're looking for here, as long as it is a type of book, which I find really interesting, because that means if you need any kind of book, there's only one place you need to go, and that's here. As when traveling around anywhere in Japan, I always recommend to go down the side streets because there are so many surprises there, and that's no different here today. Make sure you check out the side streets because there are a few hidden little bookshops down them. Also, just to give you a little bit of the history, this place was named after a samurai in the 17th century, and then in the Great Fire of 1913, sadly this place was mostly destroyed, but then it was rebuilt and officially turned into the book town that it is today. Another important thing to mention, and it is quite obvious, but I have to say it, if you love the smell of books, particularly old books, you will absolutely love it here. It is quite a strong smell, and luckily for me, I love it and I find it extremely comforting. So if you do too, this is the perfect place for you. Look how old some of these books are, especially the ones down here. It's crazy. So I've noticed quite a lot of, particularly the older books, you can see there is one book inside like a cardboard sleeve, like kind of like a box. We also have that in the UK, but typically it's for a series of books. So you wouldn't really see just one book inside a sleeve. It would be like a set, like the Harry Potter books, for instance. They'd be in a set with the box around it, not just one book in. Yeah, I hope that makes sense. So we're now approaching Kanda Suzuran Street, and it's like a separate part of the festival that's there. So we've just seen one part, and now we're going to the next part. There's truly so many books here today. I'm a little bit shocked actually. But yeah, let's go and check that out. So there are so many bookstores down here. We haven't even looked at half of them yet. What's really cool is that there are a couple of stalls where they say that you are allowed to negotiate and barter, which I think is excellent. There's also a few universities here selling different books as well. So there is definitely a large selection and something for everyone. I can't believe I've never been here before. I will definitely be coming back, but yeah, there's still so much to see, so let's go and keep looking. So even though today there are a lot of book stalls, there's also a lot of book shops here, as well as restaurants and cafes. So you can buy a book and then sit somewhere and chill and maybe even read it. So I really like that a lot. There are various cafes here that I've never seen before in Tokyo, and a lot of them specialize in books. So a great area to read a book and enjoy some coffee. And the food here smells really good. I'm looking at books, but my stomach really wants food right now because the smell is so good. Look at this store, it sells Christmas stuff, it's so cute. Look at the bears and Santa.
Okay.
So I just bought a book by Keigo Higashino, and he is one of my favorite Japanese writers. I read The Devotion of Suspect X and Malice, and those are two of my absolute favorite books. So I'm so happy that I was able to get another book by him today, and it was only 500 yen, which is such a bargain. There were also two other books there that I really wanted as well, so I really had to make my decision carefully. But yeah, I am so happy I got this book. I am so excited to read it. Here it is, Salvation of a Saint. I love the cover as well. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. It's gonna look so good on my bookshelf next to the other books I already have by him. So this is a used book, which I don't mind at all. I think some people are really picky and like brand new books, and I love brand new books, but I think it's important as well to buy used books, because otherwise what will happen to them if nobody else buys them? That thought just breaks my heart. So yeah, I'm really happy. So we found a store that sells vintage magazines, and they even have Life magazine. I think a lot of these will probably be worth a lot of money, and they're all in really good condition. This bookstore is so cool. I think the design of it is amazing. I believe these books are used, but I'm not sure because they're all in such good condition. But yeah, I really love the vibes of this store. They have very modern music, chandeliers. It's quite small, so you do have to wait outside if it's full before you can come in, but it's totally worth it. It's like stepping into another world. So right behind me here is a garage space that they've converted to sell magazines and pieces of art. I don't know if that's just for today or if this is something that's usually here, but nevertheless it's really cool and it totally took me by surprise. There's a lot of art books here, which is quite cool, I suppose. But yeah, a lot of people are interested in art and photography. It's really nice. It looks so old. It's kind of crazy how many old books we've seen today. We've been in a few rare bookstores, and they have like first edition, really old books, and I'm so surprised to just see them on display, because I would think they would need to be protected, but no. I've seen so many of them on display today, and it's been really cool. So that's it for today's video, you guys. I had so much fun. It was really crazy to see how many books were here today, and they totally had a little bit of everything. They had books for children, books in so many different languages. I was really surprised. I loved it so much. The bookstore that we went into earlier that I said that I really liked, that was very modern. So we later learned that the books that were there are actually not donated but sold by people. So what you do is you rent a space on the bookshelf, and then you can fill that little space with books to sell, and you get the money for it. So it's easier than selling your books in an actual shop or online. You can sell them there and just have a bookshelf with your books, which I thought was amazing. But yeah, honestly, I've had a great time today. This might be one of my favorite places in Tokyo. So I also learned that there are 80 bookstores here that sell exclusively old books. There are 40 bookstores that sell new books, and over 400 publishers here. So this is definitely the place to go if you love anything book related. And I am so happy that I was able to come here today. And honestly, this has been so much fun. But anyway, let me know in the comment section below what your favorite books are. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.